When someone mentions the word Jurassic, visualizations of enormous creatures surrounded by man-eating plants will soon follow. And this is for good reason, because during the era of the dinosaurs, enormous creatures could only survive with equally enormous food sources. Within the Black Hills of Dakota, petrified remains of these once enormous organisms can still be found. Presumably, they can also be discovered in many other parts of the world. Yet within the Black Hills, it seems the prehistoric remains have avoided the deluge of sediment which has been experienced elsewhere, subsequently burying the evidence under several meters of earth. Petrified, enormous trees that, when alive, would have soared into the air, matching in height many of today's modern skyscrapers. Opened to the public in 1929, an entire island, 50 by 100 miles in size, covered with the perfectly preserved petrified remains of a once gigantic forest. Trees of incredible and seemingly impossible sizes, destroyed by a cataclysm which made them collapse in unison. Now recognized as one of the largest outcroppings of fossilized petrified wood anywhere on the surface of the Earth, it is a rare natural insight into the enormity of Earth's ancient wildlife. Quote, "Here is just the beginning of an astounding photographic documentation of this petrified island, a little glimpse of an entirely unknown condition upon the Earth. It is a major historical discovery that, if embraced, will cause major upheaval within the science and religious communities," said Joseph C. Bennett from BeholdGiants.com. Scientists assume that the maximum height of a tree was 425 feet from the ground. At this height, the tree's ability to pump nutrients is supposedly overcome by gravity. However, Joseph, along with several other astute researchers, have discovered the remnants of ancient trees within the area, which would have had a circumference of over a half a mile. The Devil's Tower, coincidentally also within Dakota, has been argued for many years by many people to actually be that of a once enormous petrified tree. The formation of its rocky surface does indeed appear to be reminiscent of tree bark, yet many will argue against such a premise, or indeed the possibility, based on traditional rather than more modern and controversial understandings of the past capabilities of plant and animal life. Thankfully, as more research is undertaken and more become aware of these amazing places, the possibility becomes even more likely.
Recently, an incredible story has been released by National Geographic. An enormous ancient metropolis found hidden beneath deep forest within Guatemala. Discovered using a combination of LiDAR mapping, drones, physical exploration, and other forms of radar. This lost city's disclosure, however, if given the publicity and understanding it deserves, brings with it some drastic, yet by some long-awaited realizations within academia, the archaeological community, the educational curriculum, and many authors and their so-called accurate literature. For this city's population has been estimated to have not just been thousands, but actually went far into the millions. A civilization, or rather, incredibly ancient and so far complex city, would have rivaled even the most heavily populated areas of Earth even to this day. Such incredible numbers of people at such a time within our ancient history, successfully co-inhabiting and surviving in such a space, demands incredible complexity and technological ability. A drastic relook at our currently taught understandings of history is undoubtedly required. Amazingly, this pre-Columbian civilization, hidden for untold millennia beneath the dense rainforests of Guatemala, is estimated by some to have peaked a mere 1,200 years ago. Yet it is entirely possible, and much more likely, that this lost city is far older than this. An advanced, complex city landscape, which the most recent data suggests may have supported a population of up to 10 to 15 million people. This realized from new drone footage of the city, which spans an astonishing 2,100 square kilometers in size. The advanced infrastructure, which included advanced agricultural terracing, with elevated trade routes to prevent flooding in rainy seasons, not only has experts finally rethinking the dimensions and complexity of past empires, but it may be the linchpin needed in future realizations of a past civilization, a civilization which was far more enlightened than our current society. As such, upon their untimely demise, left little scars upon the earth, little evidence of their existence, apart from their sophisticated structures, as such a lost city is discovered. As predicted, modern technology will ultimately bring an end to this worldwide suppression of what should be free-flowing information regarding what once was seen as controversial, is now finally being seen as educational. And given that the newly announced Maya Megapolis is the result of only the first phase of Pakunam's LiDAR initiative, there are likely to be many more revelations about the mysterious people who built this massive urban network. Clearly an amazing discovery, one which could quite possibly be pre-Diluvian. We will keep you posted. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, take care.
On a number of occasions,